Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a classic German lager here. So, Paulaner's Munich Helles. I've had it quite a few times, but I haven't actually had any of their beers on the channel. So, I thought, what better time to do it? So, yeah, known as the Munich Lager. Percentage on this one is 4.9. And yeah, this is the 500ml can. You see it in bottles as well. Yeah, so out of Munich in Germany. And I already cracked the can for the photos, but still got a heap left in the can. Hope everyone's had a good week. I've been away for a couple of days. I haven't been feeling too good. Just been very tired and run down from work. But yeah, I thought I'd just have a few early nights and no beers, but hopefully on the mend. Cheers, Adam. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, I'm feeling heaps better now, and I'm going into the weekend not tired for once, which is good. So I'm going to do 2 beer reviews, maybe 3 tonight, and then I should be around for most of the weekend. So yeah, pours very nice in the glass. Cheers, Jagman. Good to see you, dude. Straw colour. Carbonation was probably lively when I first cracked the can, but it's eased off. It's about a 1 finger head. And yeah, you can see straight through it. Let's get a whiff. Yep. Yeah, I remember you saying you're a massive fan of this. Cheers, dude. Yep. Yeah, I've been just like with our rotating shift work and not having holidays for a while, and normally we get a break from it, and we just do certain shifts, but it's just been all year round, just non-stop, pretty much since the pandemic. So a lot of us like experienced staff, especially with all our new like employees and that, we're just like we're worked to the bone, and we're all really feeling it. Like so, yeah, like I'm in desperate need for holidays. I just feel like not only mentally but physically exhausted, and like yeah, my body clock's just shot. Every time I relax and chill out, I don't know when to go to sleep, and yeah, I've just really felt it this week. Like I've got a week off in I think 3 weeks time, so I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I've felt real run down this week. Like I've been like feeling really faint and like headaches and stuff, and I can just tell it's from being so tired. But yeah, anyway, beer time. So yeah, I haven't had a beer for maybe 3 days or so. But yeah, I feel better today, and yeah, it's good. Like, as this time last week, I was so tired going into the weekend, and yeah, obviously I missed your stream, Adam, which I was real annoyed about. But yeah, hopefully I'm good this weekend. Cool. You still go there regularly, dude? Yeah, I'd imagine your shed would be nuts at the moment. Because you got one of those perfect draft things, didn't you? Probably been using that. Anyway, I better go with for this beer. So yeah, I have had a few of them recently, and yeah, I really like it. But yeah, as Adam said, he prefers this over Augustina. Like for me, I don't know, Augustina's number one, but I really like this. Like it would be up there. So you're getting white bread, like crackery, grainy. It's a little more sweet than Augustina. And I feel like it doesn't have as much bitterness. It's still got that lemon note. they'd be very similar recipes, to be honest. Cheers, Lee. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, you're getting grassiness, lemon. I'm not really getting that hint of spice, but you're getting like sweetness from like the bread and the biscuit. As I said, a little bit grainy. I love these style beers now. They're so good. Just drink them all day, every day. And yeah, up next after this one, I've got like a local West Coast IPA. It's actually it's actually a hazy IPA called the Matriarch, but they've now made variants of the Matriarch. So you've got a West Coast Matriarch, a sour Matriarch, and something else, maybe a dark one. So it'd be interesting. But yeah, let's get stuck into this. I'm thirsty. Cheers. It's so good to be finished work for the week. No plans on the weekend. I just want to do some beer reviews, join some beer panels. The only thing I really want to do, I've got an old washing machine I want to take apart because it's got a drum in it that will be really good for fires in the backyard. And I love that, like on a nice night when it starts to cool down and you get a fire going in the backyard. And my backyard's got like a real country feel to it. So sitting out there with the fire going, some tunes and a couple of beers. Oof, I love it. So yeah, it's that initial sweetness. I would say medium body, probably low end medium. It's not as bitter as some of the other Munich Helles, but yeah, there's a touch of bitterness there. It's just not as intense. Um, yeah, very nice, like lemon, grassy notes from the hops. Obviously, it's like German noble hops. Here comes the procession. Speaking of my dogs, here's a little story for you. So last night at about 4 a.m., I woke up to this almighty thump, and it was like the front of the house, like the front porch. And I'm like, fuck, like it honestly sounded like someone was on my front porch. And I'm like, this isn't good. I've got someone snooping around. And then all of a sudden I could hear all this banging at the shed down the back of the driveway. I'm like, this really isn't good. I honestly thought I had at least one or two people going through my shed. And like me being the person I am, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to go out there and confront them. I don't care. Anyway, I went out there, just me with the dogs. I'm there in my fucking boxer shorts. And yeah, anyway, it happened to be an animal. What are you doing, Angus? Shush. It's like he's dancing in the kitchen. Anyway, it happened to be an animal. And because it was pitch black, I've still got no idea what it was. Just hang on a sec. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so we've went out the back door, and I'm like, I have no idea what it is. And anyway, all of a sudden, my little dog Jack starts yelping, and it's like loud, loud as like he's in massive pain. I'm like, oh no, please tell me it's not like a snake and he's been bitten. I just had no idea what it was because it was so dark and the dogs were stressing out and barking. And all I knew was some sort of animal. and I'm hovering over the top trying to pull them away from whatever it is. And then I just got a glimpse of it. All I knew that it was something that was about that big. So I thought, well, it's not a snake. It's some like sort of like rounded, like a fucking cat size sort of thing. Anyway, I still to this day don't know what it was, but I reckon it was either a fox or a possum. And if it was a possum, it was really big. Or the other thing it could have been is a koala. Anyway, it's got a hold of Jack and bit him, whatever it was. And Jack's got like a really sore leg and he's there in pain, yelping like real late at night. And I'm just like, shit, what do I do? And I'm panicking because I can't see what it is. I can't really get involved. I'm trying to yell and be assertive and like get him away from the situation, but also try not to be too loud because of the neighbours. And anyway, because Angus has got this real protective, loyal thing, and he does it with not only me but with Jack, being the older brother figure. And he has just mauled whatever this thing is, just went to town on it. And Jack's all of a sudden scurried away, and Angus has just got hold of whatever this thing is in his mouth. And all I could hear was this thing struggling for survival. Like Angus has obviously got it around the neck and it's just going like making all these strange noises. And anyway, because it's so dark outside and my yard's so massive, he's then ran away with whatever this thing is. And then I've quickly grabbed him when he's let go of it and dragged him inside, and he's like real aggressive, like just trying to rip this thing to shreds. And anyway, so I've got both of them inside, and the situation's done. But yeah, because it was so late at night, and then I had to go to work, I still don't know what it was. And I've come home from work tonight, and it's dark again. So yeah, I'm going to wake up in the morning, like Saturday morning tomorrow, and going to go investigate and see what it was. But yeah, all I know is that it bit Jack, and then Angus has destroyed it. So there's going to be some sort of carcass in the backyard. Yeah, possum on the Barbie, the Sasquatch. But it just scared the shit out of me because it was so loud. I reckon whatever it was on the front gate and it's jumped over and it's made a heap of noise, and then it was like it was trying to get somewhere, and it was like kept banging up against like the shed wall or the shed door. But yeah, it's just funny that I still don't know what it was. Hopefully it's not someone's pet. The way it was like like it was making this like snorty breathing sound when Angus got hold of it, and it sounded like a pig. But yeah, I reckon it's either a really massive possum or like a small fox, because you'll see a few of them about. I really hope it wasn't like a baby koala or something. That'd be a shame. But yeah, where was I up to with the comments? Yeah, busy boy. Pardon me. Yeah. It's always tough when it's like your own party. You seem to you can't really relax. It's always like the host of a party's always stressing out about stuff, and everyone else just rocks up and not a care in the world. Yeah, that was the worst thing about it, Jagman, is like there, like Jack was so loud. He's like he was screaming in pain, and I was like, because his yelp was so intense. The first thing I thought of was like a snake bite, and I'm like, oh no, like this is going to be the worst thing at like 4 in the morning. Like there's going to be no vets open. Like what the fuck do you do? But then, yeah, I got that relief when I realised it wasn't like a snake because I could just visibly see something that was like sort of cat size. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It could have been a koala, but the fact that the koalas come into my yard, if it was, like, I can't really get in trouble for that. They are a protected species, but if they've come into your backyard and you've got dogs and that, it's like it's not really your fault. But yeah, I just love the fact that Angus just he's like, "Don't you dare mess with my little brother. I'm gonna fuck you up." I remember when I used to play fight with like just fucking around with mates when I was pissed. If we'd start wrestling and that, like he's a real loyal, like awesome, like Labrador, like sort of as gentle as they come. But when he's in that like situation where there's like a threatening, I don't know, like a threatening situation, or he feels like you're in trouble, he like just goes from like he goes from like 0 to 100. I sort of feel it's funny because like I feel like that's what I'm like. Like I'm very like I don't know, friendly and loyal and pretty chilled and that. But like yeah, when it comes to the crunch, I can fire up. So it's sort of like yeah, the owner and the dog are like very similar. They say that people pick pets that are like them, so I think I have in this situation. Yeah, yeah, and that's also what I was worried about, Adam, is because I don't know what it was. If it has bitten Jack's leg, it's like shit. Like I've just been sort of monitoring. Like I feel like if yeah, he's still running around flat out. He's drinking, he's eating. He doesn't seem like he's sick or anything. He's just got a little bit of a funny walk going on. So I reckon he's just got a bit of a bite, and it's probably scared him more than it hurt. Just the yelp, it was like I remember once he got his leg stuck in a gate, and it was the same sort of yelp he did for that. But yeah, obviously, if things get worse, I'll take him to the vet or something over the weekend. Hmm. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. But yeah, hopefully it was a possum. Then I won't feel so bad. Possums generally aren't like they're fairly clean. They're not real mangy animals like a lot of others. But yeah, just the fact that like when we went out the back door, I would have thought if it was a possum, it would have just took off and been too quick. But unless it was injured or yeah, it just seemed like they got whatever it was, they got hold of it straight away. Like, but yeah, I have finished this beer. So yeah, he hits the spot, the old Paulaner Munich Helles. Yeah, bloody oath. Yeah, sometimes they'll sort of be right up close to you and you don't realise, especially if it's like dark and that, and you easily step on them. And they'll either have that real freakish yelp and you're like, Jesus, or they'll like have that snappy, like, "Rrr," like get off me sort of thing. So, with this bad boy, you know how I always say that people don't score lagers good enough? I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5. I think it's a very, very nice Helles lager. And yeah, I get what you mean, Adam. Like it's pretty bloody decent. I don't know why you lean more towards this than Augustina, like whether maybe you like, because for me, just for me, like I like both of them, but I think I just like Augustina a little more because it just seems like it has a bit more hop character or bitterness. Maybe maybe you might like this one a little more, maybe due to the sort of sweet malt. But yeah, they're both unreal. Like, what was the other one you said you liked? I'll have to do that. Oh yeah, Iyengar. Yep, yep. I can get that at my favourite bar in Melbourne. Actually, they were there last time I was there. Damn it, would have been good. They've actually got like a whole range of their stuff. I think. I reckon they had at least 6 of their beers there. But yeah, so we get these in our local Aldi, which is pretty cool. We get this, the Vice beer, and I think it might be the Fest beer. There's about 3 of them there anyway. They're not there all the time, but quite often. We're starting to see a lot of Brewdog in our Aldi. Ever since they had that partnership where they made the Aldi IPA or whatever it is, there's heaps of Brewdog. But yeah, 4.25 out of 5. Everybody out there start scoring lagers better because they deserve it if they're good shit like this. So yeah, I'm gonna do another review. Yeah, it starts in about 7 minutes, I think. So look out for that. It's gonna be this bad boy here. So Co-Conspirators are out of Melbourne. And yeah, they're known for their pretty cool artwork. So yeah, this is the Matriarch. Normally it's a hazy IPA, but this is the West Coast edition. They've sort of made it like a Paris Hilton sort of style figure. So yeah, we'll see you on the next, and thanks for chiming in. Cheers, boys and girls.